The wealth of professional swimmers ranges from next to nothing to millions. We idolize these athletes for their performances in the water, and we know they work hard for their medals. But how much of that hard work translates into cold, hard cash? From prize money to endorsement deals, it's time to find out how much money Olympic swimmers really make. Before we get into it, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content like this. In the sports world, the top names make big bucks. In 2020, Swiss tennis legend Roger Federer was the highest paid athlete in the world, bringing in over $106 million of pre-tax earnings. Edging past Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, who have swapped the number one spot in 3 of the past 4 years. The two soccer icons earned a combined $209 million in the last 12 months. Roger Federer's blue chip roster of sponsors pay between $3 and $30 million every year. If we hop over from tennis to basketball, the average NBA player earned a salary of $7.7 million in 2019, with many others like LeBron James earning much more. In 2020, LeBron James' NBA salary was $39.22 million, not to mention tens of millions of dollars in additional income from his global sponsors. So you might be thinking to yourself, that's a lot of money. Do swimmers make that much? I mean, after all, swimming is the most watched Olympic sport in the entire world. So swimmers must be making bank, right? Wrong. This couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, the average Olympic swimmer is making less than 1% of the income of a professional basketball or football player. Let me explain. There are 10 primary ways swimmers make money. Let's dive into the main 3: prize money, funding from national governing bodies, and endorsement deals. Winning an Olympic medal is a big deal. It takes tens of thousands of hours of work and dedication to make it happen. It's literally blood, sweat, and tears. Traditionally, an athlete's country will pay out a specific amount of money for winning medals at the Olympic Games. At the 2016 Olympics in Rio, these bonuses range dramatically from $0 in the United Kingdom to $25,000 in the United States. Some countries were much higher. Italy paid out $189,800 for a gold medal, while Australia shelled out $126,000. Ukraine paid $150,000, and believe it or not, athletes from Singapore got a whopping $1 million for winning gold. Back at the 2016 Olympics, young Singaporean Joseph Schooling beat out Michael Phelps in the 100-meter butterfly to grab the gold and that cool $1 million bonus. The reality is, most swimmers will never reach the Olympic podium and must look elsewhere for potential prize money. There are a number of different international competitions that allow swimmers to compete for prize money, including the International Swim League, FINA World Cup, and FINA World Championships, just to name a few. At the 2019 FINA World Championships in Gwangju, South Korea, FINA awarded $2.4 million to athletes. Winning a World Championship gold medal earns you $20,000. If you break a world record, you get a $30,000 bonus. That sounds great, but again, just like the Olympic Games, this money often goes to the top athletes who end up winning multiple events. For example, in 2019, Caleb Dressel left South Korea with $110,000 in prize money. At the FINA World Cup, the top male and female swimmers each win $150,000. In 2018, throughout the World Cup circuit, both Vladimir Morozov and Sarah Hoistrom walked away with over $250,000 each. A couple years ago, the International Swim League was started to help grow the sport and change what it means to be a pro swimmer. This professional swim league gives swimmers a chance to earn a salary while competing for a team and win prize money during a championship season. Totaling up all the prize money at the end of the 2020 ISL season, top swimmer Caleb Dressel earned $291,788. Not bad for 6 weeks of racing, but it's nothing compared to LeBron's $39 million salary. He earns $4.5 million in that same 6 weeks. Only 8 swimmers made over $100,000 during the 2020 ISL season, and a majority of the 300 or so participating athletes earned anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000. If they're not competing in the International Swim League or winning medals at the Olympics, swimmers can earn money through their country's national governing body. In the United States of America, for example, there's something called the APA, or Athlete Partnership Agreement, which basically means that the national governing body will pay out a salary of roughly $40,000 per year to professional swimmers. The only catch is you have to be ranked top 16 in the world in an Olympic event. This program helps less than 100 men and women in the United States, but that's much higher than many other countries. Many nations around the world offer their top athletes a stipend of a few $100s per month to help pay for pool time, training equipment, and travel fees. And most of the time, that's just not enough. The third and most common way professional swimmers get paid is through endorsement deals with brands. These brand deals can range from hundreds of dollars for a sponsored Instagram post to seven-figure multi-year deals with swimsuit brands and clothing lines. Brands often tie their compensation agreements to an athlete's performance. In 2008, Michael Phelps got a $1 million bonus from his longtime swimsuit sponsor, Speedo, for winning 8 Olympic gold medals. While that sounds like a lot, Michael Phelps achieved something that has never been done before: 8 Olympic gold medals. He accomplished arguably the most impressive athletic accomplishment in Olympic history and only made a few $1 million. A far cry away from Federer's $100 million payout last year. But don't feel bad for Michael Phelps. He's reported to have earned over $100 million in endorsement deals over his long career and continues to work with international brands to this day. Most swimmers aren't scoring big brand deals like Michael Phelps. In fact, the top Olympic swimmers rarely earn over 6 figures to promote a swimsuit or apparel line. There are only a few dozen swimmers in the entire world who can say they've earned over $1 million in endorsements over their career. A few of these include United States Olympian Cullen Jones, who reportedly earned $2 million from Nike over a 7-year partnership, and Katie Ledecky, who currently has a $7 million 6-year deal with Tier. Beyond prize money, national funding, and endorsements, pro swimmers have found 7 other ways to rake in some cash. Swimmers who can't make ends meet might rely on donations from friends, family, and supporters who believe in their Olympic dream. They may also leverage their social media audience for small paid brand deals promoting products. Some swimmers become motivational speakers, traveling to different events and sharing inspiring stories from their swimming career. Once they become established speakers, they could earn up to $10,000 per speaking engagement. It's also common for athletes to start modeling for fitness brands. These shoots can bring in anywhere from $500 to $5,000 each. Some pros host private swim clinics for small groups of swimmers. While these events give young athletes a chance to get up close and personal with their idols, they often only net $1,000 to $3,000 in earnings. Other retired swimmers take this further and become full-time coaches for age group or university swim teams. And lastly, some swimmers become business owners. Missy Franklin started the Swim Swag store in 2020, selling swimming-themed hats and clothing. While it's great to make money, most swimmers aren't in it for the cash. It's about the journey and achieving a lifelong dream to compete at the highest level. So what do you think? Are swimmers underpaid? Let me know in the comments what you think. While you're down there, make sure you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, make sure you check out the MySwimPro Global Community Facebook group. It's 100% free to join, and you'll join 10,000 plus swimmers from over 100 countries who are passionate about taking their swimming to the next level. Wish you the best, and happy swimming.